this is Heather from HeatherBCo. I wanted to go ahead and go over my spread for my Disney trip. It's actually going to be a 2-week walkthrough. This is week 1 and this is week 2 since my trip spilled into the following week. I did not do a plan with me for these. Simply, I just didn't have the time to sit down and record them. I was just really busy trying to make sure I got as many orders out as I could before I left. I had a doctor's appointment. Of course, I had to pack and just get everything ready. So I ended up not doing a plan with me. I mean, really, I think I ended up planning these weeks at like 1 in the morning, just trying to get them down so that I was kind of starting to stress because I hadn't gone ahead and put everything in here yet. So I want to go through this, and being that I didn't do a plan with me, this one will probably be a little more extensive than my little like 4 or 5 minute walkthroughs, just because I want to kind of go over the stickers and where they came from and give credit to all the shop owners that made these spreads so pretty. So we'll start with my sidebar. So typical sidebar, I have a full box from the kit, and the full boxes are actually from, let me see. I always forget how to say the name of that. Let me see. It's like Fantasy Planner something. Where is full box? Fantasy Designs. And then the following week is Magnolia Boulevard. So these full boxes are from Fantasy Designs. And I just bought the full boxes rather than buying the whole kit because I knew I had enough stuff that I could pull in to make this the spread complete without having to buy the whole kit. So the full box is, of course, from Fantasy Designs. This washi strip right here is from No White Space Stickers. The little Mickey right here is from Pretty Sheepy. And then, of course, I marked my dinners down here. This, again, is from No White Stickers. I think that's the name of it. Okay, it's called No White Space Stickers. Okay, there we go. So, on Monday, I actually had an appointment with my urologist that day. Did not go well. Without getting into all the details, my urine test was... didn't come back. It came back with some issues with it, so I had to go a little more extensive. Again, I don't want TMI for that. But yeah, so that did not go that well. The little swatch with the Mickey in it is from XO Mama Plans. It was Etsy payday. I did do some work that day to try to finish as much as I could. The full box, again, is from Fantasy Designs, and this is the first time that I used box extenders, and I kind of did them different ways. So this one, when you open it up, I had to check in my flight at 10 a.m. I had lunch with my daughter, Taylor. Just a little deco right here, and these are some things that I needed to do before I left town. I did run errands, so I used this little Lightning McQueen from Pretty Sheepy. And then we had a date night, my husband and I. The little date couple, Belle, is from, I believe, XO Mama Plans. I'm not sure where the date night script is from. But anyway, on Tuesday was election day. I'm not even going to discuss it. And then full box again. And so this extender goes up, and I just tried to use some little like decos that I had in my extender boxes because I really didn't need it that day. That was our travel day. So I had our flight information right here, just some deco right there. And then I did have a cleaning appointment at 8 that morning when I left home. So I used the Stepsisters and the Wicked Stepmother to mark my cleaning appointment. I thought that was a cute little play on that situation. We did check into our hotel that afternoon, and then we ended up taking a long nap because it was an early morning drive. So I used Sleeping Beauty on there, and then we ended up going to Disney Springs that afternoon once we woke up from our nap. On Wednesday was our first day at the parks. I will tell you this, I know a lot of people don't agree with any traveling right now due to COVID, and I questioned it, and I went back and forth on whether or not to cancel my trip. I ended up keeping my reservations to go on my trip. We wore masks the entire time. Disney is very, very strict on masks. They have people every so many feet asking you to wear a mask. Everything is marked so everyone stays within 6 feet of each other, you know, in the lines for anything. There was people constantly cleaning. So I do feel that it was the best scenario due to the situation and what we're living with right now with the pandemic. I mean, we wore masks. It was me and my 4-year-old grandson. He wore his mask. He was very good about wearing his mask everywhere, but he wears a mask when we go shopping or whatever, you know, at home right now anyway. So he was kind of already accustomed to wearing a mask. You know, even the transportation to and from the parks, from the resorts, they only fill half the bus and the seats are marked which ones you can sit in. And actually most of the bus drivers would assign you seats. You know, they would ask you how many people and then say, okay, we'll go to number 1. So everything was done very well, you know, considering the situation. So yeah, so I know some people don't agree with traveling, but I do feel that we were in a clean environment. There was constant cleaning going on. So enough of that. So on Wednesday, I had a bill due that I ended up paying on my bills like on Monday before I left. But yeah, I had a bill due. We did go to Animal Kingdom, and I did mark like the little transportation bus because that was the first time my grandson had been on the bus. It's Tough to Be a Bug was our very first ride, and my grandson hated it. He was terrified. He was screaming and crying. We were in the front row. We had to get up and leave in the middle because he was absolutely terrified. And I didn't think he would be scared of that. I mean, you know, it's fun. And he was so scared. And so it kind of set like a bad vibe for the rest of the day. I was going to say mood, but I think vibe is the better word. So it was tough to kind of get him out of that, but he did eventually kind of lighten up a little bit. But after that, he wanted popcorn, so I went and got him some popcorn to try to cheer him up a little bit. When we left the park, we ended up going to the pool for a little bit, and this is my little flap for the page extend or the day extender on this. We've got Buzz Lightyear. And so we ended up watching Frozen after we got out of the pool. We watched Frozen that night. And then I have from Hannah Plana, it's the To Infinity and Beyond overlay. And then I have Rex right here. And then we spent most of the day in Dino Land since that's kind of the kiddie part of the park at Animal Kingdom. So yeah, so that's what we did on Wednesday. On Thursday, I started out with the flap. I keep saying flap, but it's a page extender, and this one folds down. So this was our first day at Magic Kingdom. So I just put Dreams Do Come True, and I believe this is from a Disney sheet from Marg at Once More with Love. This is Stick with the Plan Co., the little girl with the castle. The first ride of the day was the teacups, which he absolutely loved. His favorite ride of the day was riding King Arthur's Carousel, so I wanted to mark that down. And then I had a bill due. I just marked that it was Magic Kingdom. We did the Dumbo ride, and then the Mine Train. He the first time he rode it, he was kind of scared because he said it went too fast, but then he kept saying, honey, I want to go on the fast ride. So we ended up going on the Mine Train like 3 times this day. So I went ahead and just marked one more ride. The Mine Train, this strip of washi right here is from No White Space Stickers. And then the little girl riding the roller coaster. On Friday, it was payday. I have Epcot, but I actually changed Epcot to Magic Kingdom, so I need to wipe that out and change it. But we watched the character parade. We actually watched it a couple of times since you cannot go meet the characters. They do parades like every hour. You know, they come through the parks. So we watched that actually several times. Here's my page extender. Another strip of washi right here. Just some deco. We had popcorn and funnel cakes, so I wanted to march that. And then his favorite ride was the Buzz Lightyear where you shoot the Zerg and all that. I don't remember the name of the ride, but the Buzz Lightyear ride at Magic Kingdom. So that night we were able to see the castle with all of the Christmas lights and everything, which was absolutely beautiful. And then my Cornet was due on this day, which I paid before I left. On Saturday, we did Magic Kingdom again. We actually woke up to being under a tropical storm warning. So I use this little kind of sad face or kind of confused face. Mickey, this is from Pretty Sheepy. We ended up sleeping in that morning, and we ended up having pretzels that day for lunch. Again, we were at Magic Kingdom that day, so just another girl with a sticker, the page extender, just some deco. Here's some washi right here, just keep swimming. And then we ended up going to the pool later that night. On Sunday, my page extender is Rex, and again, just some more deco. And then a quote, but I don't want to, let's see, what is that? But I don't want to use my head, which is a quote from Toy Story 2 with Rex. We ended up going to Hollywood Studios. We spent a lot of time in Toy Story Land. These girls are from Stick With A Plan Co. We did Cars while we were there. This is from Pretty Sheepy. And then we ended up taking the Skyliner back from Hollywood Studios to our hotel, being that we stayed at Art of Animation. So it actually goes to our hotel. And the little Skyliner is from Pretty Sheepy. So what I did on this side was I would just come back to the room in the evening and mark down all of the different characters that we saw that day. I didn't really have the room or want to mark them on a day-to-day basis because sometimes we saw the same ones. So I just wanted to use this space to mark the different characters that we saw, and I'm using different shops. A lot of these are from Pretty Sheepy. This is from Once More With Love, Once More With Love. This is Miss Moss right here. And this is Stick With The Plan Co. I don't know why these are so hard for me to remember. So that was that week. I'll give you a little wiggle. And I liked using the day extenders. It's not something I would use on a daily basis, but I think I will start using them maybe like on vacations where there's more things that I want to mark down. So the following week, this is some full boxes from Magnolia Boulevard. Again, I felt like I had enough stuff to go ahead and make a full spread. So we'll start with the Sidebar. Again, full box, my habit trackers and all that. This is from Miss Moss. I just had a little bit of extra room right here, so I went ahead and just did some little deco. On Monday, it was Hollywood Studios. It was raining all day long, and my little grandbaby had eaten too much junk food the night before, so he got sick in the night. And so I marked down that he was not feeling well, and we ended up not going to the parks because he wasn't feeling well, and it was raining on and off all day long. So it was a very lazy day, which I marked. Here's a nap. We actually took 2 naps that day. I did have to check in my flight at 3 p.m. that afternoon because we were flying out the following day. And then I did page extenders for these 2 days, and they open up like this because I wanted to use this full box. So on this one is Tiana because we ended up watching The Princess and the Frog, and a quote from Tiana from Hannah Plana. The little Tiana girl is from Pretty Sheepy. On Tuesday, we had a 10:45 pickup. Our flight wasn't until 3, but we had to check out of the hotel at 11. So I just had the car pick us up at that time. I figured we could get to the airport and eat or whatever. So we did sleep in since we didn't have an early morning pickup. So we slept in and then got up and packed everything for the trip home. Once we got to the airport, we ended up having lunch at McDonald's. Not my choice, but you know, that's what we did. And then once we got to the airport in New Orleans, we had to drive home. And then on this, I had to drop Levi off at his dad's house because it was his dad's week this week. I got home to a bunch of Happy Mail, which was exciting. I checked my emails, and then I was very, very tired once I got home. So I just took a long hot bath, and that was it for the day. On Wednesday, it was Veterans Day, so I wanted to mark that. This is from Kenzie's Creations, full box. I did work. We had an appointment for someone to come give us a quote on putting us a new garage door since we finally got all of the paperwork back for our homeowner's claim from Hurricane Beta. I'm having silhouette machine issues, so naughty words, and I'm annoyed with my machine. I still don't have it fixed. And then we ended up watching Yellowstone. My husband and I just are rewatching the series, so marked it with Miss Moss. On Thursday, I got up and did a grocery order early that morning. I did work and do a PO run later that day. This washi strip is from Exo Mama Plans. I did have my grocery pickup at 2 p.m. The grocery pickup script is from Kenzie. I had to text Jade, which is my housekeeper. I haven't been overly happy with the work that they have been doing, so I wanted to text her and let her know that I'll no longer be needing her services since I haven't been happy the last few times that they cleaned for me. And then I was just in bed early that night, I guess still just trying to recover from, you know, the vacation and all of that. On Sunday, Friday, I worked and did a PO run. I ended up having to get a new phone. I've been having trouble with my phone for about a month or so now. And so I ended up having to go get a new phone, which I absolutely love. I'm hoping to have time to, use iOS 14 and you know what I mean, customize all my icons and all that. I've been kind of reading up on how to do it. I haven't done it yet, but I'm hoping to do that soon. I did have some errands that I had to run while I was out getting a new phone, so I did those. And then again, we watched Yellowstone again, and this little girl is Miss Moss. It's actually the same one, just in a different color scheme with a different hair color. On Saturday, it's the weekend, my full box. I ended up hurting my back in the night. I got up to use the restroom and I guess twisted my back the wrong way. It's actually still hurting today. Today's Monday. It's actually still hurting today, but not as bad as it was this day. So I just kind of took it easy this day. I did a Netflix binge for The Office. This is from Coffee Monsters Co. And then I did pre-plan for next week. This is from Pumpkin Paper Co. And then we just had some family time that evening. On Sunday, I had a bill due. My internet bill was due. We had to go to Lowe's. We needed to pick up a few things. I had a lunch date with my husband. We went to Nuke's to eat lunch. And then it kind of cooled down. We had a cool front come through yesterday, so we lit a fire in our little fire pit and just kind of sat outside in the nice cool weather and had some family time. My kids ended up coming over for dinner. So here's a full box. Of course, I had to put my trash out, and this was an extension of the characters that we did see from the following week. And I had run out of room right here, and since we still had 2 more days here, I just included them there. So yeah, so that was my week for last week. And there's your little wiggle, and here we go on this. And of course, this is not from Simply Gilded down here. This is from No White Space Stickers, but this is from Simply Gilded. And again, it's the same one from Simply Gilded right here. So that was my vacation, kind of 2 weeks. Very happy with how they came out, considering I only had full boxes. And that's it for this walkthrough. I hope you enjoyed it. If you haven't subscribed, please do. I would totally appreciate it. And I will see you in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.